Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. This is a what sold video, but I'm going to give you guys a little taste of what's coming in the next haul video just because I found some cool stuff this weekend, so I figured I'd include it in the beginning. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Hey guys, this is a quick sneak peek at the haul video that'll be coming up. There's shoes, those are some tiles, a bunch of sealed media, a Wii, this crazy looking guy, Globetrotters, that crazy looking guy, San Jose Sharks jersey, PlayStation games, a Rainmate thing, Rainbird thing, whatever it is, and then this beauty right here, a Radio Shack remote control dinosaur. So hope you guys enjoy the what sold video that's coming up next. This was just a sneak peek of what to see in this haul video, which should be coming out pretty soon as well. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Monday. 6 sales to start the week. I actually have a 7th one that hasn't been paid for, and we still have a couple hours left, so hopefully we'll have a few more. Starting off, we have this rain spooner. It's a Dietrich Varese or something like that. You'll see it on the screen. This I listed it as like a patriotic because it does have the eagle. There is some American flags on there and stuff, but that was $7. I bought like 8 or 9 different rain spooners on offer up from somebody's collection, and I paid about $7 each, something like that. Most of them have sold for at least 30 up to like 50, $60. So it was a great deal. Happy to get rid of that one. I'm guessing it went out because we're going into July 4th pretty soon. Here's some books. These were $2.50 at my library sale. They have a book deal every Saturday where they sell a bunch of books. I picked up all these, same author, lotted them together, 26 or $27. Rawlings, a D11 75 DB 11 3/4 inch glove. Definitely used and worn in, but that's exactly how you want it. Where getting a new glove is a pain in the butt to get it worn in, so this one's perfect. It sold for like $26. I paid $5 on offer up. I bought a bunch of softball and baseball stuff, and that was thrown in. DeWalt charger, DW9107. Bought 2 of these for $5 from an estate sale, and this one sold for 22 shipped. They usually go either padded flat rate or in a bubble mailer depending on the weight, but look out for battery chargers. They're pretty awesome. I've sold a ton of them. Most of them end up working. And I think I had one return on one where they said it didn't work, and I didn't have a battery to test it. And I just said that it appeared fully functional, and they sent me it back saying it didn't work. So the rest have all gone through perfectly. Here's Cities and Knights of Catan, $2 game. It's number 494. I bought 5 of these and a couple other board games for $10. So I figured all the Settlers of Catan or Catan or whatever it is, I figured $2 for each of those, and the rest of the stuff was free. This sold for 34 shipped. It is complete. My wife was nice enough to count the pieces. And lastly, an original Xbox, but this is the Halo Special Edition, the green one. Got a crack here. You got actually a little crack right there too. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. It does power up, and it'll start up to the boot screen, but when you put a disc in, it can't read it. So unfortunately, I listed it as is. It's sold within probably 20 hours for 77 shipped. So happy to get rid of it and move on. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff to show you guys. If not, we'll see you at Tuesday. Hello everyone, back with the final sales for Monday. 2 other ones went through. This Wittenauer watch actually sold this past weekend. The person finally paid. I think I had $12.50 in it. Took a chance. I was a $25 price tag at the estate sale, but it was half off, so $12.50. It sold for 30 shipped, so happy about that. I had this one for a while, so glad to get rid of it. This is a little fuel injection guide here. I think it came with a bunch of manuals. Listed it for $8.99, and it sold full price sale to go media mail and a poly mailer. Hey everyone, back with the sales from Tuesday. Actually, I have 2 more missing so far, so I'll show you guys those in the next clip. But I had a pretty good day. We'll start off with what sold that was the best. The Epson ink from the big $500 ink haul. One of my sales updates in the beginning of the video, I talk about the ink I bought for $500. 4 boxes of all brand new Epson ink. I sold a bunch of it already, probably like $1,500, $2,000, somewhere around there. But I have a couple different sets left that I just finally got around to listing. This is some more Epson 786, the full set there with the black and the coloring. 7 of them sold for like $239 shipped to 1 buyer, so that was pretty cool. I had 1 more of these Epson 126 blacks that sold for like $10.79 or something, $11, something like that. So that was all just listed. I'm trying to wrap up the ink. I had listed most of it and then was just waiting for a lot of it to sell before I kind of flooded the market with more stuff. And I also figured it might give me a little boost of sales during the summertime. So far it's worked out. I still have probably 40 boxes left, individual boxes of ink, so hopefully that'll start selling and we'll get the rest of the money from that. Another cool thing here, this Jodel Jottle, I don't know. It's a product of Norway, number 6. It's like a little waffle thing. You kind of like spin it in there. It's got these little hearts, which are adorable, I'm sure, for someone who wants, you know, heart-shaped waffles for breakfast. That was 15 bucks in the estate sale. It sold for $85.49, I believe, shipped. It's pretty heavy, but it's very thin, so it might go pirate ship just based on the size and the weight, so we'll see. But definitely will make money there. It's pretty cool. That was an estate sale find. Just one of those classic kind of bread and butter. This Guitar Hero. This is the dongle for the Les Paul for the PS3. This sold for $38, shipped within like 2 days. It came out of the recent $500 lot I had, so that was pretty cool. Microsoft Office 2003 sealed software, sold for $18, shipped. The cool thing is I have 2 of these, so one more hopefully will sell for the same. Fight Night Round 3 PS2 sealed, but there is a tear in the seal there. This one does look legitimately sealed, not one of the ones that's been resealed by somebody else. That sold for $15, shipped, not a whole lot, but happy to get rid of it. This is a Microsoft Office here, or sorry, Microsoft Windows. I think it's 7. It's the Home Premium Edition. I'm not going to show it because I think when I open it, you'll see the CD key, and I don't want to show you guys. This sold for like $26 or $27. Pretty good. And then this hat here, a little Chiefs hat. Proline Authentic. It's got a name in there. A little piece of paper too, but honestly pretty good condition. This sold for like $26, shipped on a full price sale. It was on sale though, so pretty good there. The Chiefs are doing really well last season, and I'm sure they'll do well this season. So, and then another repair manual. This is a 92 Lexus SC300. Someone from overseas, I think the UK, sent me an offer of like 15, and we ended up meeting at 20. I had it listed at 30. So I figured for 20 bucks, we'll get rid of it, ship it in a bubble mailer, and get it out of here. So that's everything that I have for you right now. There's a Game Boy and a CD set to show you guys later, and then if anything else sells, we'll show that as well. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Tuesday. Final 2 sales. The Bob Dylan original mono recording CDs. Where on the front it's actually missing 1 CD. The case is in there, I believe, but it's missing the disc. That sold for $45, shipped. I think it goes for like $60 or so if it's complete. I bought it knowing it was missing when I paid 12 bucks at a guy. He sells at a swap meet, but he had a bunch of media stuff, so I picked it up. Here's a Game Boy Pocket, the black one. These actually sell better than people realize. A lot of people think because they're not the color ones, they don't sell as well, but I got $35 shipped for this. It does work. It came out of a recent $500 lot that I bought with all the garage door stuff this was thrown in, so that's $35 shipped right there. Hey everyone, I'm back with the sales from Wednesday. 5 sales, not a whole lot, but the total dollar amount ends up being really high because of one thing in particular. So we'll jump into the small stuff first. These PC Cast and Kristen Cast books, they have the little moon logo on them. Bought these for a couple bucks at my library sale for all of them. They sold for 16 shipped. They're going to go medium mount. It's going to cost $4 to ship it, something pretty cheap. And maybe when it's all said and done, we make like $7 or $8. I'm okay with that. I like selling book lots. Like I said, some of them do really well. With these ones, they do sell. You just really want to have more than what I had. I only had 5. If you can get 15 of them, you can actually do pretty well. Maybe get like 50, 60 bucks for a lot of them. So if you can get them cheap enough, it's worth looking out for. Really cool game here. This is Predator Concrete Jungle. It's like a $40 game on the Xbox, I think. The PS2 one is probably worth like, I think I sold one recently for like 20 something bucks. 23 was disc only. This is just the case though, and I think the manual. I bought a bunch of cases and manuals from a collector. I was kind of collecting 2 at the time, and I spent $100 on a bunch of different empty cases. He was selling them off. I guess he sold all the games just to different people over the years, and he had kept the cases because for his wall, I guess he had all the cases there, which doesn't make sense to me, but so I bought them all from him and some other stuff, and I've decided to sell them off, and I don't really collect anymore. So this sold for 14 shipped just for 1 case. It sold within a day, no game in there. Another Genie remote sold for $19.79. This is the second one. Came out of that big $500 storage guy lot. So pretty cool there. I got like 20 something of those, and we're getting about 20 bucks a pop. This was cool. Paid $1 for it last Saturday. This is now Wednesday, so a couple days later. This sold for 50 bucks on a best offer. It's a Marvel Omnibus, Darth Vader. Paid $1. It's used, sold for 50 shipped. Happy about that. That'll go in a bubble mailer and then a box just because of how much they paid. And then a bunch of the ink. There's like 36 or something. Hopefully on the screen you'll see inks here. I think they sold for 11 or 1200 bucks. One person bought them all. They also bought the same lot of ink that I sold before this. Same kind of ink I had. I sold a batch of it earlier, and the same person bought this one. So it went well last time, no complaints. So they bought this again, so I'm going to pack it up. I'll probably leave it in this box. It's in a big box, but we'll throw some padding, some paper in there just to layer it a little bit and fill it up, and we'll ship it FedEx with insurance. So big, huge sale. I think the biggest dollar amount sale I've ever actually had for one particular purchase, but overall, I'm happy to get rid of this ink. It's just something I'm ready to be done with. It's made so much money, but it takes up a lot of space when you have all those boxes, and I was just always, I don't know. I was kind of hoping that I'd get it listed quicker, but I just delayed for whatever reason. It's so valuable. I just didn't take enough time to get it listed, so that's kind of on me, I guess. But hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully there'll be some more stuff Thursday to show you guys. Hey everyone, back with sales from Thursday. Pretty good day, 8 sales I think. Have a couple of offers out, so something might come through at the end here, but pretty good so far. We sold the Guitar Hero World Tour for, this is a 360 one. You can tell by the little X logo hopefully in there. This one's wireless, doesn't need a dongle or anything. Usually the easiest ones to sell because you don't have to have a dongle. You can just test it with the system. The neck does come off on this one with a little thing right there. You can pull it out, so it makes it easier to ship. You gotta be careful with these though, because they do, this one was tested and works. Some of them do have issues, so you gotta be careful, and you really need to test them before you send it out. Usually you'll find like one button on this won't work, or like, one of these buttons won't work and the rest will. Usually it's a connection issue in here. There's some videos on how to fix it. You can like put a piece of cardboard in there and it'll make it work. I've said that before, but you gotta be careful, so because there are issues, so definitely test them. But that's sold for $50 shipped. I had like $5 in it or something like that, so still a pretty good deal. Here's one of those manuals. You guys remember, if you've been following me, I bought $500 worth of shop manuals. Most of them were OEM, meaning they're actually from the manufacturer of the vehicle. So Honda, official Honda ones. There were Lexus ones, Toyota, Acura, Nissan, all that good stuff. This one was listed for like 70 or 80 or best offer. It has some wear here, but someone offered 50. It's a 96 to 99, so I just took it. I'm happy to get rid of it. We're already, I think, $800 in sales or something like that off the 500, maybe $900 in sales. We've really sold a lot lately, and I still have 9 more boxes to go through. I haven't even pulled the stuff and listed them yet, so we're doing awesome there. 2 video games. This one's pretty cool, Scooby-Doo. Sold for like 13 shipped. Not a whole lot, but it's a game that a lot of people probably don't know has any value. And same with this one. This is Kim Possible for PS2. Sold for 17 shipped. So pretty good for kind of more of a kids-based game. Usually those ones are lower in value. A little Schleck, whatever it is. Stegosaurus, I believe. This came in a big lot. I bought $20 for a bunch of toys and figures, and he was just in there. So he sold for 12 on a best offer. 2 little Pillsbury Doughboy and whatever she is, Poppy, I guess. This are like little salt and pepper shakers. They have a lot of like wear. This one's a little better condition, but this one's yellowed on the back and everything. They were free at this garage, so they were giving everything away. I grabbed those out of there, and they sold for like 13 something on sale. So nothing huge, but they were free. This is a Phoenix Roadrunners. It's like a hockey league. It's kind of like it's not a NHL or anything, but it's an indoor hockey league. This was $3 at a thrift store when I was on vacation up in Mammoth, California. Made by CCM. Sold the price tag there. I just left it, but it's still sold for 40 shipped used. So pretty cool. A lot of the minor league stuff, like minor league baseball or the lower level hockey leagues and stuff like that. Sometimes arena football, different things can actually have more value sometimes than the professional because they're a little harder to find. The best sale, though, this is a Janet Jackson, a little provocative, so hopefully no one's has an issue, but a little provocative outfit she's wearing. It's from 97. It's like a shirt for her, like one of those band type shirts. This one was $4 at a thrift store. It sold for 55 shipped on a best offer. I've had it for quite a few months. I listed really high because there weren't any really competitors out there, and I just waited. I've had a lot of low $25 or $30 offers, but I knew there's a lot of fans of Janet Jackson, and someone's going to come through with a good offer. That person offered 55, and I said it's yours. So happy to get rid of it. I always like to buy the band shirts, tour shirts, or different musical artists. They seem to have a pretty good sell through if you can get ones from the 80s and 90s. So even the early 2000s now, some of them are moving. So that's it for now. I'll show you guys anything else if it comes through. Hey everyone, back with the sales update video for the weekend. A good mix of stuff here. We're just going to jump right in. I've already stopped and started this video a couple times. I just want to get going. Breakthrough Miracle Bible sold for 16 shipped. Look out for the leather Bibles that have different kinds of special editions or references or giant print, things like that. Those are the ones that have the extra value. Look them up, but there can be money there. Paid a couple bucks, sold for 16 shipped. To ship it, it's in a bubble mailer, it's out the door, so super easy. An Acura service manual. This came out of the $500 manual lot. I think the video in my past videos is the Memorial Day buy. You'll see spent $500. Looks like a whole bunch of boxes of books. Spent $500 on a bunch of manuals. This one sold for $40. I think we're over 800 in sales so far, maybe more. Stuff keeps selling. I took a best offer of $40, had it listed at like $50 or $60. And this one is sealed, but it's for a 99 to 01 3.2 Acura TL. What I'll say, just a quick update on those. So far, Acuras and the Lexuses have done the best when it comes to sell-through. Those two have been the ones, especially Acura, have just really sold really quickly and for decent profit. So really great there, and I have a bunch more of those left. Honda's done okay. A couple of Toyotas, I think. One old Ford, a couple of Nissan. So I'm sure the rest will sell, plus I have like 10 boxes to go through. The highest dollar sale, this is a Magnavox Odyssey 4000, a video game system. Some of you, even if you like video games, never heard of this. Didn't really have the greatest following, so to speak. But I listed it as is. It was missing, I think, some cords. It's kind of beat up. Came in a big lot. I think I paid $400 for it or something like that from the storage unit guy. You guys probably have seen one of his videos now. Bought a bunch of video games and stuff. This I took a best offer of $100 on just to get it out of here because it was listed as I just want it gone. I'm guessing the person probably really bought it because the box is still in good shape considering the age. So if you're a collector, that's cool to have on the shelf. GameCube, silver or platinum, that sold for $50 shipped. It's tested and works. It just comes with power cord and the AV cable. It does not come with controllers or any games. Some shape ups. These were $5. I think this is like supposed to be white. Because it's kind of like yellowed. Bought it from a swap meet guy, $5. This particular color pattern, for whatever reason, for me personally, seems to sell pretty quickly. This like black with the white. Sold for $40 shipped. I'd paid $5. It came in a box, but the box had a bunch of priority mail tape on it. I guess someone had shipped it that way, so I didn't include it. I just listed them like this, and they'll go in a priority mail shoebox. So $40 shipped. Took a best offer on those. $45 on this Polo Sport Ralph Lauren, like kind of little carry bag here. I forgot what they call them, but the person does have a question. They want to make sure their laptop can fit, so I have to measure it better to make sure, but they really want it, but if it doesn't fit, they're going to return it. There is a little wear here, which is in the pictures, and a little where the strap goes through, but $45 on that. I think I paid $2 at garage sale, so a pretty good deal. This is really cool. It's a Swimways Toy Pedo, vintage one. It's got a cool kind of like almost like a camo pattern, but obviously in this weird color, but kind of that style. This was $1 at an estate sale. It's got a little dent right there, but overall some scuffs, marks, but still works. You throw these in the pool and they kind of like just kind of glide into the water, and you can kind of catch them back and forth. So that sold for $45 shipped on a best offer, or $40 shipped, something like that, and I paid $1. So look out for those if you can find them. Not going to get rich unless you find one that looks like a shark or like a whale or something and has like teeth and stuff. Those ones seem to do even better. This is a Yamaha remote. Picked it up for $1. I could just tell it was one of those ones that, you know, someone might need. Once you start selling remotes, you kind of look for certain things. You want like DVD combo ones maybe. You don't really always want the TV ones or you want higher end electronics. But this one was $1. Does work. Did the old put batteries in it and see if the signal works when you look at your phone camera. It did work on all the buttons, so that was $1. Sold it for $25 shipped. Here's an old listing. You'll see the photo. This is just not a good listing. It's a Nike hat. The Nike swoosh is broken on the corner there. It's like a wool hat. It's not a bad looking hat in my opinion. It's kind of got that like vintage look. But it sold for $10 shipped. I paid a couple bucks, maybe $2. Someone offered 10 and I just want to get rid of it. So with hats, really, if it's not something super rare, if someone offers me over 10 or more, I'm usually taking it because I've only got $1 into it or so. I'm taking it and moving on. Here's an old listing of FootJoy. This is a San Diego Aztecs polo. I believe this is the right one. I paid like $2 or $3 and it sold for 15 shipped. Here's a cool find. It's a Hard Rock Cafe Vans Triple Crown from 96. Like, it's an event shirt, but it's signed by a bunch of, there's like some skaters on here and some other people. I think there's a DJ on here. I couldn't really tell all the signatures. I verified some online. Forgot their names. It'll probably show in the listing, but there were like 2 people that were kind of relevant, and the rest I couldn't really verify, but took a best offer of 40 shipped. It's yellowed. It's dirty. You can tell it was worn. Obviously, it's for a collection of somebody, but I think I paid $3 for it, so I'm glad it finally sold. First person to ever offer me anything, so I had to take it. Another one of those Genie remotes, like 1979. Guitar Hero dongle. This one says guitar. There is one that looks just like this that will say drums. Doesn't sell as well. The guitar one does. This one sold for 40 shipped. This is really cool. I think I had a video, or my last part of the video, you saw some empty cases sell. I had a bunch of cases that I had bought for my own collection and kind of match up some games. Not really collecting anymore, so I just want to get rid of them. So I listed a bunch of cases of some decently valued games. This is a Doc Hat Mutation Part 2. Has the DVD, but it's missing the game disc. That sold for like 10 shipped. 10 or 12 shipped. I think this sold for 10 shipped. Silent Room 4. This game sells pretty well used. The case is beat up, but someone still paid 10. And I think this Return to Arms, another good game. This I think is probably worth 25 to 35 on its own. But the disc or the case and the manual sold for like 13 shipped. So pretty good for just empty cases and manuals. The Lucky Bear. This is the vintage one. He sold for 18 shipped. Out of that, I bought a bunch of Care Bears, $20 for like, or no, $10 for 20 of them, something like that. It was like 50 cents each, and I've been selling them anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks individually. I did, instead of lotting them together, which what I usually do, I just was trying to see how long it would take to sell them and if it's worth it individually. I think I've sold 5, maybe of the 20 so far, no, 6 of the 20 so far. So I have sold some, but the other ones might take a while. Here's a Trox alert. I don't know if it's like a radiation thing or, yeah, radiation monitor. As is, I couldn't really get it to work. I mean, you can see that it powers on, but after a while, the light won't do anything. I don't know. So I wasn't sure. I listed it as is. There was no comps. So I had it at 50 or 60 bucks. Someone offered 30, first offer, and it's theirs. A couple of food processor blades. This is a Black & Decker shortcut. Kind of got a little marks there. You can tell it's got some age to it. It's still sold for 15 shipped. And here's a Cuisinart MFP 107. I put that tape on there now to verify what the part number is. This blade sold for like 16 shipped. So if you guys don't know, I haven't sold too much of these. I haven't found them lately. But if I got a food processor very cheap and it's a good brand, I'll buy it like for $5 or less. Then I'll part it out. I'll sell the blade separately. I'll sell the pusher separately. I'll sell the bowl, the lid, everything separate. And then I make decent money sometimes that way. Here's an AC/DC 8-track stereo cassette adapter. This was 28 bucks. That came in a big lot from the storage unit guy. And then here is, paid $5. It's a mainline sounder. I think it's like old telegraph type equipment or Morse code type stuff. That's what it's listed as. I listed this as is at 50 or best offer. Someone offered 40 and it's theirs. So paid 5. I got another one. It's similar. I'll probably get like 30 or 35 for that. It looks like it's a little bit less valuable. That one was $5 as well. So that's everything. There's a couple of stuff that I think that sold that hasn't paid, and we still have a couple hours left. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be back if anything else sells.